Dave, obviously we've got Hearts this weekend. What's the mood been like and how's training been in the build-up?
I think the mood, especially early on in the week, was, for myself, it was obviously very angry for the weekend, and you need to get that out your system as quickly as you can, because what lies ahead of us is a fantastic opportunity. But I also didn't feel the need to say a lot. A lot of the players spoke a lot more than me in terms of on that the Monday morning coming in. It was important to understand the feeling around the group, and there is a real sense of frustration, but also anger, and also belief that we can turn this around and a togetherness within that.
How important is that the players were dominating those conversations and taking accountability?
It's very important. I think it can't just be the manager or the head coach standing giving orders all the time. You know, I think, yes, I need to explain where I think we can improve and where we let ourselves down, but a lot of it can be self-explanatory. Players know that. We talked a lot about accountability after the game, and the biggest underlying issue with this is obviously where we find ourselves in the league. As soon as you get to that bottom of the league at the moment where we find ourselves, it is about how quickly you can change that. It's about sticking together during this time, working harder than you've ever worked before, and all the areas we need to do that in, but also seeing the opportunity this weekend, because it is very fine margin in football, and how quickly the season can turn if we can get 3 points this weekend.
Yeah, Hearts obviously then this weekend. They've got a new manager in Neil Critchley and a game tonight. What do you expect from them come Sunday?
Listen, they've obviously got the game tonight to think about before they play us. We'll watch that one closely. They've got a new manager, so they'll be thinking, they'll have players who'll be trying to impress the new manager, trying to get in the team, but we're also in a position where I'm fully focused on what we can do. The players have got an opportunity to try and get in the team for what I believe the greatest fixture you can look forward to as a Hibs player. What better way to kick-start your season than a home game at Easter Road, sold out already, against your local rivals, to try and kick-start your season, and I think that's a challenge they should all look forward to and embrace and really look forward to.
Yeah, it'll be a sold-out Easter Road as well, probably a really special atmosphere again.
Yep, 100%. I was very fortunate to play in a few of these myself, and it's the games in which I look forward to as a player more than ever, and I think these are the games that since I've retired playing, until I moved into the coaching side, this is obviously the first time as a manager leading the team, but from a coaching point of view, every time these games came up, this is the first time people say, do you miss playing? Are you glad you've retired, or do you miss playing? And this week's always the week when I miss playing, 100%. This is the game you want to play in, and this is what the players need to look forward to. They need to understand the magnitude of the game, which they will, they'll feel, but also how good these games can be. And I think right for the first minute, the crowd will be right behind us. We'll need them to be, as they always are, and they can really drive us forward.
Yeah, what are your demands, or what do you expect then from the players in the Derby match?
Firstly, you need a reaction for the weekend, which I've already seen in training. Seen it every day. You know, there's been an extra bit of bite this week. Everybody understands the position we're in. I felt the group get closer this week as well. You know, when you are honest with yourself and you look at yourself in the mirror and you look at, firstly, how can you take accountability? How can we all improve? Because we are in this together. Everyone is doing everything they can, and I think the group getting stronger all the time. You're seeing it every day in training now. You know that there is a little bit of bite, a bit of needle, because we know we're underachieving and we know we need to be better. And hopefully that puts us in good position going into the game. And then when the game starts, one thing you can't do is get caught up into the emotion of the game, and you need to have a calm head during the chaos, but also the minimum requirement for any game of football is 100% effort from absolutely everybody involved. And I'm sure we'll get that, because you naturally get that in this environment, and as I've already said, it's something they should be looking forward to. Just
finally then, in terms of team news, just give us a little bit of an update on the Cadden brothers.
Well, obviously Chris picked up a knock in the second half against Dundee United, so he's going to struggle, and then Nick, he's someone who's at the other end of that, so he's been back training, moving well, and we'll just see how he goes between now and kick-off, because obviously he comes back in but not trained a lot. But apart from that, we're pretty fit and ready to go.
Yeah, what was the issue with Chris Cadden?
Just a bit of a thigh issue. Overstretched his thigh, trying to block the cross, and we'll just see where he goes with that one.
Yeah, obviously Nectar Triantis is back from his suspension as well, but obviously he comes in and Joe Newell misses out.
Yeah, it seems to be the way it is at the moment. You lose, obviously, Nectar last week through suspension, with Joe coming back into the squad, and then this week they decided to swap over. So, listen, it's the most disappointed person is going to be Joe, missing out on the opportunity to play in a derby. He knows what it means, he knows he's played in these enough before. and if you ask him, I'm sure he'll be really hard to watch because he'll be desperate to try and get involved, but he's also had a massive part to play this week in making sure that he's driving standards still, even though you can't affect the game on the pitch, he needs to affect it every day in training and around the place, and he's certainly done that. So as I've already said, it's about us working hard, sticking together, and really believing we can go there and to get 3 points.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank you very much.